Hello and welcome to St Erth on the Cornish Main Line and this episode of Tadpole's Trains and Stations, now with more added beard. St Erth Railway Station is the penultimate station on the Cornish Main Line and is located at Rose and Grouse in the far west of Cornwall, where it serves the nearby village of St Erth. As well as being a Cornish Main Line station, it also acts as the junction for the St Ives Bay line. This makes it the busiest station in Cornwall as it handles many trainloads of happy holidaymakers heading for the beaches and views around St Ives Bay. The station buildings are Grade 2 listed structures and are constructed of granite in an L shape adjacent to the St Ives Bay platform. This building accommodates a partially staffed booking office as well as an indoor waiting room and toilet facilities. This ticket office was substantially improved in 2017 when the current concourse was constructed to replace the former smaller one. Ticket machines are also available for when the ticket office is closed. Adjacent to the ticket office is a decent cafe, which was highly rated by the Guardian newspaper way back in 2009. At the west end of the station there is a new covered footbridge which links platforms 1 and 2. We'll talk more of this later. Platform 3 is a bay platform and is exclusively used by trains to and from St Ives. Almost all services using St Erth Station are run by Great Western Railway, with all their services on the Cornish Main Line that travel between Penzance and Plymouth stopping here. Destinations beyond Plymouth include Exeter, Bristol, Cardiff and London. Most of these are provided by GWR Class 800 and 802 units. At the time of publishing, a few Class 43 Castle sets still work through the station, but their demise is imminent, being due to be taken out of service in mid-December. Class 175 units, cascaded down from Transport for Wales, are due to start working services soon and have been regularly seen on the crew training workings along the Cornish Main Line. The most frequent services are, of course, those that plough back and forth along the St Ives Bay line. These are exclusively handled by GWR Class 150 Sprinter diesel multiple units. The Class 57 powered Night Riviera overnight sleeper service also passes through St Erth, with a single service in each direction between Penzance and London Paddington. There are a limited number of cross-country trains providing a service to Birmingham and Scotland. These come in the form of the not so popular Class 220 and 221 Voyager units. A Victorian vintage signal box is situated at the east end of the station between the main line and the St Ives Bay branch. It controls the semaphore signals that still control movements around the station along with services on the St Ives Bay line. Platform 2 serves eastbound train services towards Truro, Plymouth and beyond. A small number of services that go to St Ives from Penzance also use Platform 2. St Erth Station was opened by the West Cornwall Railway on the 11th of March 1852, and at this time the station was known as St Ives Road. It was the railhead for St Ives, which lies about 4 miles to the north. As originally built, the station was composed of a single platform situated on the north side of the line. In June 1877, the branch line was opened from St Erth to St Ives, and the station was renamed St Erth. The current station building was constructed in granite, and a second track was laid on the north side of the platform to accommodate the branch line trains. In 1894, a loop line with its own platform was opened, but the line was only doubled eastwards to Hale in September 1899 and westwards to Marazion in June 1929. At the same time as the line was being doubled, a new signal box was opened and replaced an earlier box that dated from the time of the opening of the St Ives branch. A station goods yard and sidings were installed beyond the St Ives branch platform and served a China clay dry for a few years before handling milk trains from the Primrose Dairy Creamery, later operated by United Dairies. These remained until being taken out of use in 1982. In the summer of 2019, a new park and ride facility for the St Ives line was opened at St Erth Station. This facility, with upgraded car parks, replaced the former park and ride at Leland Saltings, where much of the car park was unpaved and was muddy in wet weather. Whilst doing my walkabout, CrossCountry Voyager 221141 arrives at St Erth with the 11:15 Penzance to Edinburgh service. In October 2024, the original Victorian footbridge was taken down and donated to the East Somerset Heritage Railway. This was replaced by a new fully accessible structure. This footbridge has been controversial in a number of ways. Many didn't feel that the obviously modern structure fitted in with the rest of the traditionally built station, which was countered by others who applauded the improved accessibility it offers. The completion of the footbridge has also been a source of frustration. Whilst the bridge itself opened to the public in February 2025, the lifts only started working on the 17th of November. This has been due to the need to provide a new power supply, including a new substation, which National Grid said required legal agreement from several interested parties. This obviously delayed much of the benefits offered by the new structure. The westbound Platform 1 is used by almost all services to Penzance, with the exception of those originating from St Ives. Platform 1 has a substantial waiting shelter available to help keep off the rain. The station benefits from a very large car park adjacent to this westbound platform. This is part of the park and ride facility that replaced the former one at the nearby Leland Salting station. And now, the trains. First we see the GWR Class 150 Sprinter 150249 arriving and terminating at St Erth with the 11:33 service from St Ives. Next we see the same unit leaving St Erth and returning from whence it came with the 11:48 service to St Ives. Here we see the GWR Class 800 005 arriving at Platform 2 with the 11:50 Penzance to Plymouth working. I'm afraid I was almost caught out by a GWR castle set that was trying to sneak up on me whilst I was filming the arrival of the previous train. Nice try, 43198 and 43093, but no cigar. Not this time anyway. Well, that's it for this episode of Tadpoles, Trains and Stations at St Erth. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons if you want to see more of these guides. Thanks for watching.